All right, hang on. There we go.
Hey,
Hello.
been a
There's
while.
one more person we're waiting on.
Been a while.
All right, hang on. There we
So,
go. Come on. Hello. There's one more person we're waiting on.
been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Okay, so I got my list up.
I got my nominations on my phone.
Okay, I got it on my computer. Yes, I
All
did get a
right.
new computer on my birthday.
Yeah, I have some interesting picks. I've taken a few risks in a lot of categories.
Yeah, I pretty much knew a few of these from the get go.
Yeah, same. Some of them were pretty obvious.
And plus, if you know the Oscars, they usually nominate movies that come out from like October to December.
Yeah, yeah, a lot. And I expect a lot of these movies really bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you saw the reviews last night for Lady Gaga's new movie.
Were they horrible?
Super mixed.
Oh, so it's all over the place.
Everything from like this is the best movie of the year to this is a pile of garbage.
Wait. Did you see Eternals yet?
I haven't yet.
Okay, because yeah, if you saw the reviews,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, do you think? Do you think you'll like it, or do you think you'll not?
I think I would be mixed on it.
Because let's see. Because yeah, I still haven't seen it. But from what I've heard, people have said that from the negative reviews that it that they usually mention the ambition. That's what I've heard the most.
Yeah,
And
I had a feeling. Yeah, I had a feeling like from the get go this was going to be. People are going to like it. Some people are going to hate it.
mhm. so
Like,
and
oh, sorry, you go.
wait no, you continue.
Like people have had this in like best picture, best director. I'm like from the very beginning, I'm like, no, it's not.
Hmm.
Try again. That's the wrong answer.
Because, well, I mean, listen, I'm pretty sure Black Panther will be the only Marvel movie to be nominated for anything aside from visual effects.
Yeah, maybe.
And yes, I still think Black Panther was the nomination for Best Picture was deserved.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the one thing that people don't understand about the Oscars is that a movie can't be just well made.
Hmm.
It has to have a social message too. And that's what Black Panther had.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then let's see, Eternals. Let's see,
Oh,
I thought from like once I heard
yeah.
okay, once I saw Nomadland, I thought this would be like one of the highest reviewed MCU
Yeah.
movies, but
All
ugh,
right.
what a step
Yeah.
backwards.
All right. Well,
Oh, wait, hold.
our third guest is here. There it is. Hi, everyone.
Why?
About
We were
time.
just talking a little bit about internals.
Yeah, and yeah, I originally had this on the Oscars list, but yeah, I had to take it off,
Yeah.
dude, because the last time a movie with that low of a score, let's see, it was Bohemian Rhapsody at 60%,
Yeah.
which I mean I don't hate. I'm more mixed on it.
Yeah.
Uh, and then there was extremely loud and incredibly close, which was garbage.
Yeah. The Oscars do weird stuff.
Well, to be fair, let's see.
Um, panel. Today I'm joined by two very special guests. If you want to introduce yourselves again.
Wait, hold up. Yeah. Hi. Uh, this is me. I basically, yeah. Hi. I've been on this channel multiple times before,
Yeah.
and, yeah.
And Oscar Juggernaut, you can introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? I'm the Oscar Juggernaut, the person that is sending all those passionate tweets on Twitter that has perhaps the most controversial movie opinions that you will ever hear. But I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to just talk and have fun with you
Yeah.
guys.
Before we get into this, Juggernaut, what's
I'm very
the
excited
most
to have you this
controversial
channel.
one?
I'm sorry. First question.
I asked
Yeah,
what
he
the
asked
most
what's your most controversial opinion.
Oh, well, okay. My most controversial opinion.
Yeah,
I love cats.
in an unironic way.
uh, yeah, I legit love it. Like,
So,
yeah,
we'll
I give it
see
a 10 out of 10.
for for entertainment purposes.
All that number one and number two. I guess the ending tied it together thematically.
Yeah, that
Alright.
But
makes sense.
So, are we gonna all go in after? Are we gonna go 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
how we're gonna do that.
So who's gonna start first?
I guess I can start.
Okay.
I'll start with Best Picture, and then we'll work our way down.
Mm-hmm. No, okay.
Yeah, for Best Picture, I have Belfast, Don't Look Up, Dune, Enchantico, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, Power of the Dog, The Tragedy of Macbeth, and West Side Story.
All right. So my predictions are. All right. Belfast, Dune. All right. What else do I have? Hold on. Let me interchange one. West Side Story. Uh, King Richard, Spencer, Nightmare Alley, Come On, Come On, Licorice Pizza, In the Heights, and Don't Look Up.
Interesting.
Well, let's see. I know you wouldn't have Come On, Come On there.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after everyone says their Best Picture.
All right.
yeah, so right now my top 10 is looking like number one, Belfast.
Yeah,
Number two, Nightmare Alley. Number three, West Side Story. Number four, The Power of the Dog. Number five, Dune. Number six, Mass.
ooh,
Number seven, The Tragedy of Macbeth. Number eight, King Richard. Number nine, House of Gucci. And number 10, Licorice Pizza.
interesting. It's kind of like we're all on the same boat on 8 of them, and then 2 of them we kind of have.
Which were the two?
Well, for me, no one has said Enchantico, which is the Disney movie coming up in November.
Oh, Encanto?
Yeah, Encanto. Thank you. Because it seems like the anime movies benefit from the 10 Best Picture.
Mm-hmm.
I know Up and Toy Story 3 are really great, but I feel like they wouldn't got in if it wasn't for the 10 Best Pictures that year.
Wait, what was the other one prior to that got nominated?
It was Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. So yeah, Lion King. And let's see, Wall-E and other things didn't get nominated. No. All right. So what's next?
You have Mass. Do you think Mass is still?
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. I know it's surprising to a lot of people because Bleecker Street.
Yeah.
And yeah, they did. Beyond Sundance, they didn't really send it to any of the fall festivals. I'm going off of this notion that this hype is going to grow organically. Like the more people see this, the more the more passion that there's going to be growing, and then critics groups is going to start nominating it everywhere, and then eventually, yeah, it might bubble, kind of like The Father, kind of like Sound of Metal.
Yeah.
But then again, at the same time, that's kind of what the festivals are for anyway.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Kind of kickstart that.
And okay, I'd just like to make this just to add something in. This stream is sponsored by Coca-Cola.
But in all seriousness, though, yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Mass is already sent to SAG screeners, like SAG.
Yes, that too.
They have it.
Yeah.
And you know how much they love early releases.
And as for Come On, Come On, and In the Heights.
movie to SAG, the better it'll benefit.
Wait, what'd you say about In the Heights and Come On, Come On?
Come on, come on! I'm starting to see more people are talking about it. I can see it sneak in there.
Mm-hmm. And
I
as
say
for
it's probably my 11.
yeah, In the Heights.
In the Heights, as much as I really want to put it in, I just don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think In the Heights is done because once you have those race controversies, that can kill
Yeah.
you fast.
All right.
Oh yeah.
But what do we have next?
I'm doing director.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even put any thought into this one. Oh my, what is wrong with me?
Yeah, I'll start and then we'll go from there. Director, I have Paul Thomas Anderson for Licorice Pizza, Kenneth Branagh for Belfast, Jane Campion for Power of the Dog, Ronaldo Marcus Green for King Richard. Yes, I put in King Richard in director. And Denis Villeneuve for Dune.
All right.
I love chaos. I can't help it. Wait until
All
you
right.
get to see my supporting actor, then you'll see chaos.
All right. So since I didn't even write this down, I'm having to put this into literally going off the top of my head.
All right, go ahead.
All right,
Just do the
so
best you can.
Kenneth Branagh, Belfast, Denis
Yep.
Villeneuve, Dune. Let's see. Oh God. What's the guy? Pablo something.
Oh, Pablo
Pablo.
Larraín.
Right.
Pablo Larraín for Spencer. Who else? Paul Thomas Anderson, Licorice Pizza. Guillermo del Toro for Nightmare Alley. That's what I got.
Yeah, I can see that.
For my 5, at number 1, I have Guillermo del Toro for Nightmare Alley.
Yeah, I can see that.
At number 2, I have Steven Spielberg, West Side Story. Number 3, Denis Villeneuve, Dune. Number 4, Joel Cohen, The Tragedy of Macbeth. And number 5, Kenneth Branagh, Belfast.
Oh, I didn't even think about Joel Cohen. That is definitely a possibility.
Awesome.
All right. So third.
The next category is Best Actress.
Okay.
Probably the most competitive category we have in terms of nominations.
So we're just going through the categories right now, right? And we'll talk about them a little bit later.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Once we get past supporting actor, I think we'll talk about it. Talk about our general thoughts and all that.
All right.
And for Best Actor, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter, Jennifer Lawrence, Don't Look Up. Yes, I threw in Don't Look Up. Kristen Stewart for Spencer, and Rachel Zegler for West Side Story.
My Best Actress nominees are Jennifer Hudson, Respect, Kristen Stewart, Spencer, Lady Gaga, House of Gucci. Wait, she's
lead.
Okay. Amelia Jones, Coda. Yes, I did put that in.
Yeah.
Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye.
All right. My Best Actress top 5 is number 1, Jessica Chastain, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Number 2, Kristen Stewart, Spencer. Number 3, Lady Gaga, House of Gucci. Number 4, Rachel Zegler, West Side Story. And number 5, Nicole Kidman, Being the Ricardos.
That can definitely sneak in. We'll talk about that, but that's definitely one I'm watching out for.
All right. All right, Trace.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
So I can go this time first?
Yeah.
All right.
And Best Actor.
So Best Actor. Oh my. Okay, so I have Will Smith, King Richard, Timothy Chalamet, Dune, Benedict Cumberbatch, Power of the Dog, Wait, is Cooper supporting for Nightmare Alley?
He should be
lead. And he's lead.
Okay. So yeah, I'm putting him in there. And Denzel Washington for Tragedy of Macbeth. And okay, and I did put a few maybes into this, but I'm not.
We'll talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
What's yours?
So for my top 5, at number 1, I have Denzel Washington, The Tragedy of Macbeth.
Okay.
Number 2, Will Smith, King Richard. Number 3, Benedict Cumberbatch, The Power of the Dog. Number 4, Peter Dinklage in Cyrano. And number 5, Bradley Cooper in Nightmare Alley.
Nice. Mine is Power of the Dog. Peter Dinklage for Siriano, Andrew Garfield for Tick Tick Boom, Will Smith for King Richard, and Denzel Washington for The Tragedy of Macbeth.
All right, so what's next?
Supporting actress.
All right,
Supporting
so
actress.
all right, I think okay. I don't even think I put any thought into this. Why?
I have mine. I can start.
Yeah, so I'm not. So I'm pretty much just going to.
You can sit out for this category.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have Katrina Balfe for Belfast, Ingenue Elliott, Frances McDormand for The Tragedy of Macbeth. We still don't know where she is. I put her in supporting just for now. And then once she's confirmed as lead, I'll shuffle her in there.
Okay.
Ruth Negga for Passing, and Meryl Streep for Don't Look Up.
Okay, so for me, at number 1, I have Ann Dowd for Mass. At number 2, I have Martha Plimpton for Mass.
Okay.
At number 3, I have Katrina Balfe for Belfast.
Okay.
At number 4, I have Ariana DeBose for West Side Story.
Yeah.
And number 5, I have Ingenue Ellis for King Richard.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how Ellis is now getting all this buzz. I really hope she gets nominated.
All right, so best supporting actor.
Yeah, this is the last category we're going to talk about, and then we'll talk about our general thoughts.
Wait, no, I actually wrote like freaking almost all of them.
Yeah, we'll talk about the categories, and then we'll go from there.
So okay, best supporting actor. Okay, so I thought I had. Okay, I do. Jason. All right, Jason Isaacs, Mass. Josh Brolin, Dune. Jared Leto, House of Gucci. Jamie Dornan, Belfast. Okay, I don't even think I wrote a fifth one.
What's yours?
My number 1 is Jason Isaacs in Mass. Number 2 is probably going to be lower, but number 2, Jared Leto, House of Gucci.
Okay.
Number 3, Jamie Dornan, Belfast. Number 4, Reed Birney in Mass. And number 5, David Alvarez in West Side Story.
Nice. Mine is Timothy Chalamet for Don't Look Up. Yes, I'm throwing him in there. William Dafoe for Nightmare Alley. Jamie Dornan for Belfast. Idris Elba for The Harder They Fall. And Jared Leto, House of Gucci.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, what's next?
We're going to talk about the categories first.
Okay, so... Okay, so, but what'd you think of these first few nominations, predictions that I had?
I think they're interesting. It seems like we're all in the same boat for like 3 or 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like 1 or 2 spots we have differently.
Which ones did you not have in the slightest?
Honestly, this is the one year I have no idea what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of on the same boat as you guys, where it's probably 3 out of the 5 spots on average are the same.
Yeah.
And then maybe like 2 are different. One of your supporting actors is very interesting. I did not think about Idris Elba or what did you have? Who else did you have in there?
I had Timothy Chalamet too for Don't Look Up.
For Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
Elsie, and I had Brolin for Dune.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hard for me to see any acting nominations come out of Dune and actually Don't Look Up, aside from Leo, I guess, who seems to be the most likely of the cast. I know there was some buzz around Mark Rylance early on, but I just figured if he didn't get nominated for Trial, I don't think he'd get nominated for this.
Yeah.
So
I debated on Don't Look Up so many times, but since Adam McKay has such a strong hold of the Academy and it's known for getting his actors in, that's why I kind of threw him in the mix.
Wait,
If it wasn't for Adam McKay, I wouldn't even hesitate. I wouldn't even put Don't Look Up in it.
yeah, because and wait, do you think? Wait, hold up. Let me find this. So I have. Well, okay. Okay, I won't. Okay, and Matthew. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing any interruptions.
Okay.
Because apparently this was was this a problem on our streams?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was just like, you're just be saying something, and I'm like, wait.
Yeah. It's all good.
Okay, and as for best actor, well, let's see, you agreed about like 4 out of 5, I believe.
Yeah, I did not have Bradley Cooper for Nightmare Alley. It's just only because he didn't really fit.
And you didn't have Hudson for Respect on actress.
It's an August release.
Yeah, and it doesn't have great reviews.
It's not making as much buzz.
She's done.
Yeah, it kind of.
She's
I think the Globes is the only chance she has at this current moment.
And as for Dornan for Belfast on supporting actor, wait, did you have him or no?
I had him.
All right, yeah, I did too.
We all had him.
Okay. And as for, let's see,
because he's the only front runner in this category. Like no one, like besides him and maybe Leto, it's not clear who will be nominated in this category yet.
Wait, can I go over? Wait, can we go over best? Let's see. What should we do? Should we do? Okay, because or are we taking a break?
Still? I was gonna dive into screenplays in a second.
Oh yeah, I didn't write that either.
Yeah. But before we do, did you guys see the new trailer for Being the Ricardos?
Yes.
I saw
it this morning.
I didn't. Sadly.
And what do you think about it?
Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball. Just the look and the stature that they managed to give her. I was actually pleasantly surprised by it. I thought she not only looked the part, but she seemed to capture the essence of Lucille Ball, which is the most important. You don't necessarily have to sound or look exactly like her, but they did a really good job. It seems like Javier Bardem is doing a lot, and as we recently know, he's being campaigned in lead.
Yeah.
And so it'll be really interesting to see if this is sort of a Saving Mr. Banks kind of contender, or maybe something else, maybe something bigger.
Yeah. I got updated, but I'm gonna put it in makeup and costumes now. I didn't have it in before.
Yeah.
And
definitely
Kidman,
makeup.
Yeah, and Kidman, as much as I want to put her in, I'm not so sure on her yet. I think if she gets in her Critics' Choice and Globes, then all right, I'll put her in. But I'm waiting for that for her.
Wait, Juggernaut, did you have did you have Being the Ricardos on Best Picture?
No.
I did not at the moment, but I'm starting to feel a little bit of buzz for Best Picture. Like I'm thinking about it. It could get nominated for original.
Yeah.
It's got 2 actors in it, makeup and potentially costumes or production design. So how far is it away from picture? We have to ask ourselves.
Has any filmmaker gotten a nomination for gotten a movie nominated for 2 years?
For like 2 years in a row?
Yeah, for like back to back.
Technically Bradley Cooper did.
Wait, what was his directed film?
Oh, he did A Star Is Born, which he produced, but he also produced Joker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he produced Joker.
And then
so production-wise, Bradley Cooper did it twice in a row.
And then as for filmmaker, well, I don't really remember.
Oh, Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu.
Oh yeah, for Birdman and Revenant.
Yeah.
And
Sorkin can easily do that again.
Because let's see, he had Trial last year.
This year. With 10 guaranteed Best Picture nominees, we're gonna get a few wild cards.
Yeah.
So from those I named, which do you think has the best chance of winning?
I think Belfast and King Richard are the 2 ones I'm watching out for to take the whole thing.
And as for the least,
For the least, probably definitely In the Heights.
yeah. And then, okay, and I also, yeah. So yeah, yeah. I originally, yes, and I did originally have Eternals on here, but then I took it off due to the incredibly bad reviews on Rotten
Yeah, as
Tomatoes.
you should.
Because the last a rotten score on Rotten Tomatoes. The last time that even happened with the Oscars was with when they nominated Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close,
Yeah.
and that movie's terrible.
That was a very interesting year for movies in
That was
terms
one
of
of the
nominations.
Yeah, that was probably. I would still say the worst year for Oscars is probably 20. What would I say?
Just say the year of the movie, so we'll know.
We're talking year in movies. Yeah, the worst year in movies of the 2010s, like, would be 2015 for me. That year was just not good at all.
Maybe.
Well, you would also say,
What I found interesting is that year, Extremely Loud, Incredibly Close, Bridesmaids was super close to a nomination.
yeah,
Like it did get an acting nomination from Melissa McCarthy, and it also got a screenplay. So how far was it really from Best Picture? And it got a SAG nomination for Best Cast, which tells me that it has some actor support. Maybe not a lot, but still had something.
did the girl with the dragon tattoo get anything that year?
Yeah, it did. It won film editing, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it
didn't
won.
get a best picture nom.
Yeah,
So how how did that film not get nominated yet? Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close does.
I think the preference.
Subject matter.
Yeah, subject matter. I was just about to say.
The 9/11 thing from Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, especially when you look at certain scenes in that movie where that emotion from that event just builds. It definitely is Academy friendly, even if people like myself don't like the movie overall, or critics don't like the movie overall. That's definitely an audience kind of thing.
Wait, Juggernaut, what do you think is the worst Oscar movie of the 2010s?
Worst Oscar movie you mean in terms of who got nominated or who
Yeah, like
won?
a Best Picture nomination.
In case you guys like this movie, prepare yourself because I think my answer might be The Shape of Water.
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest fan of that movie either.
Yeah. And its win I was adverse to it.
It won over Get Out and Dunkirk.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? When I first looked at the poster cover of that movie, I didn't even see the movie yet. I looked at the poster cover, the theatrical poster cover of that movie, and I immediately knew it was winning Best Picture. I'm just like, oh, please no. And I knew what the story was going to be about. I knew how it was going to end.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, please, no. Can we not? Please, no.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to say that. And it might be Del Toro's weakest film, in my opinion.
I haven't watched a lot of Del Toro films, but
I've only seen...
It was very predictable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and let's see. For me, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. What was the other film from 20... okay, hold up. I have to.
Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close is a very close second for me.
Yours isn't as hot as big as an unpopular opinion as mine, but yeah, my most overrated film of the decade, Boyhood.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
I understand that though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you think of it?
I liked Boyhood. I didn't love it, but I liked it. But it makes sense if people might have been bored or people didn't think it really went anywhere. And like I kind of saw like the love and the hatred toward it. I just didn't feel enthusiastic on either side.
Yeah, especially compared to the other movies that year too.
Yeah, Whiplash, Bird. Well, yeah, even though I wasn't even though Birdman's not as good as Whiplash, I still thought it was a great film.
Yeah.
And also, how did Redmayne win over Keaton?
Yeah, that. Well, you played a real life figure, which they love. It was kind of a method acting that they love. They love when actors physically transform themselves.
Yes.
That's why two of the frontrunners in our current Best Actors, Chastain and Stewart, did the transformation roles, and that's why they're the frontrunners. And they're great in it, of course, but they love the transforming roles.
And when it comes to hold up, what was the other? What was I'm trying to? And as for, because Whiplash, that was my best film of the decade.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a very great film. My favorite of the year.
Definitely.
My favorite of the decade had to be Moonlight, and
That was
still
good.
is.
Nice.
Good
What's
one.
yours? If you had to pick one.
127 Hours.
Oh, that's a great one,
That's a
too.
good one.
My favorite movie of all time,
Yeah.
by the way.
Wow. I can see that. That's a really great film.
Yeah. So, are we gonna get back to?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a few more categories I did. Start with adapted screenplay.
Oh God.
I have Nightmare Alley, The Lost Daughter, The Power of the Dog, Passing, and The Tragedy of Macbeth.
Who wants to go first, me or you?
You can go first.
I don't
This
have
is your
anything.
turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
For best adapted screenplay, I have The Power of the Dog at number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, Nightmare Alley. Number 3, The Tragedy of Macbeth. Number 4, House of Gucci. And number 5, The Lost Daughter.
Yeah.
I'm definitely thinking about switching Dune and or Passing or even West Side Story on my top 5, given the recent events
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
House of Gucci.
Yeah. I hear Passing is excellent. It's actually on Netflix now. I'm gonna watch it probably after this is over. But I
Yeah.
hear it's excellent, and Ruth Negga gives an award-winning performance. So I'm very excited to watch that. And then for original screenplay, I have Belfast, Being the Ricardos, Don't Look Up, King Richard, and Licorice Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's yours?
Original screenplay, number 1, Belfast. Number 2, Mass. Number 3, Licorice Pizza. Number 4, The Worst Person in the World.
Ooh,
And number 5, I have King Richard in asterisks because I don't know if they're going to move it to adapted. And if they do, I may move Being the Ricardos to number 5 and just see what happens there.
Yeah, I think it really depends on what they do. Honestly, if I were them, I would probably keep it an original, because I feel like original right now is a little less competitive than adapted, just a little bit.
Okay, I'm making a weird face.
I have editing next.
Okay.
Okay.
I actually have one. Okay, so I think I'll put a few in here. So, Dune.
Yep.
Spencer.
Interesting.
What else? Belfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Mass.
I have Belfast too.
Mass.
I would like that.
I'm just going random here.
I would like
Yeah, I have Belfast, Dune, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, The Tragedy of Macbeth.
that.
I might throw King Richard in there too. If it's seriously a Best Picture contender, it has. I think it'll be in editing.
Hey, wait. Can we do best song next?
Do it right after this.
Okay.
Yeah, film editing. I have at number 1 Dune because of the whole sound thing, which I am adverse to. Number 2, West Side Story. Number 3, Belfast. Number 4, Nightmare Alley, and number 5, King Richard.
Yeah.
But if Being the Ricardos is a contender, it is a Sorkin film.
Yeah. Usually gets into editing.
And Licorice Pizza should also maybe be considered just in case.
I debated between Licorice Pizza and the Power of the Dog, but I figure I'd just put in Power of the Dog for now.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how Licorice Pizza will do. A lot of people are putting the actress from it in their best picture, in their best actress now. I'm
Oh,
not.
Anaheim.
Yeah, I'm not doing that yet. If she gets the Globe, I will put her in.
Yeah, it seems like she's that fast approaching.
Yeah,
Otherwise, she's not really a thing. But I have heard a lot of people say it's like Lady Bird. So,
yeah.
Licorice. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, the one thing I'm curious about her is if when West Side Story comes out, like in terms of like the reactions and all that, will Rachel Zeiler will the same thing happen to her? It is a Spielberg film, so that's what I'm kind of watching out for.
All
And
right.
best song we're gonna do next.
All right. So actually, can I go first this time?
Yeah, you can go.
All right. So, okay. First off, I have Down to Joy from Belfast,
Mhm.
Columbia Me and Kanto, um, Be Alive. Okay, I'm pretty sure neither of you have this next one, but I'm going to include it. Rain from
Where's that from? Oh, sorry.
the Suicide Squad.
Inter-
Um,
Interesting.
and then No Time to Die.
Yeah, which is probably gonna win, but that's besides the point.
Oh, easy. Oh, yeah, and it should.
Yeah, what's yours?
So top 5 for best original song. Number
Yeah.
1 is "Be Alive" from King Richard.
Yep.
Number 2 is "No Time to Die" from No Time to Die. Number 3, "Colombia Mi Encanto" from Encanto. Number 4, "Believe" from the documentary The Rescue.
I have that one too.
And number 5, "Down to Joy" from Belfast.
Interesting. I have Be Alive from King Richard, Believe from The Rescue, Columbia Mean Cantillo. I'm bad with names. Just Look Up from Don't Look Up, and No Time to Die from No Time to Die.
All right, so what's next?
Best score. is
Oh,
the
best
next
score.
one.
Okay, here's what I have. So, okay, so first off, I have Dune.
Yeah.
That okay, and if that doesn't win, then why? No Time to Die. Yes. Uh, is Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. What else do I have? The Power of the Dog.
Okay.
Uh, let's see. Nightmare Alley and Spencer.
All right.
All right. Yeah, you can go ahead.
So for best original score, number 1, Dune.
Yeah.
Number 2, Nightmare Alley. Number 3, Spencer. Number 4, The Power of the Dog, double Johnny Greenwood.
Yeah.
And number 5, The French Dispatch. But I'm holding out hope for. I am holding out hope for Luca, but I have The French Dispatch predicted.
Yeah. It's funny. I have another Disney movie in that spot. I have Dune in Chanko, Nightmare Alley, No Time to Die, and Spencer.
Also, in case you guys are wondering, in case you guys didn't see, yes, this is an actual shirt. Yes, Abraham Lincoln with a beatbox.
Yeah.
I got it from my brother.
You want to do animated next? We'll do animated
Yeah.
international, then we'll talk
All right.
about it.
All right, I got this. This was so easy.
My favorite
Okay,
category.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty sure you guys are all the same when it comes to this one. So,
Okay.
Are we?
Let's
find
see.
out.
Encanto,
Okay.
Not the same.
Raya, and the Last Dragon,
Nope.
Luca,
Okay.
And let's see, The Mitchells versus the Machines,
Yep.
and Flea.
Yeah.
All right.
As
So
as far as nominations are concerned, I would say
are we
we're
three
we're
out of
about
five?
we're about the same as far as
So
nominations.
aside
Uh,
from Raya and Luca.
yeah, let's see. Okay, for best animated feature film for me, at number one I have The Mitchells versus the Machines. At number two I have Flea. At number three I have Encanto. At number four I have Luca. My five and six, I'm back and forth between Belle and Raya and the Last Dragon. I might actually put Raya at my number five because I could see Belle missing, even though Belle's from the director of Mirai, which is the only reason why I put it there to begin with. But I could see Belle missing, so I might just put in Raya for number five.
I also have Belle.
Mhm. Yeah, it makes sense,
Yeah.
to try to predict that.
Yeah. Yeah, I have Belle with Encanto, Flea, Luca, and the Mitchell versus the Machines.
Okay,
Wait,
okay.
where's five?
I did Belle, Encanto, Flea, Luca, the Mitchells
Okay,
versus the Machines.
sorry.
So you were doing yours in alphabetical order.
Yeah, because
Was
I
that what?
thought my thinking behind it is when they announce it, they go in alphabetical order.
Yeah.
So if I got one right, I would know right away rather than waiting.
So best international feature. I got this.
This was my easiest category to predict.
So first off, a hero. Um. Okay. Uh. Not the Lamb. Titan.
Interesting.
The worst person in the world, and Flea. Lamb. A24's Lamb.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's quite the bold pick.
I agree.
Uh, I have at number one the worst person in the world. At number two, a hero. At number three, Flea. I know people might say Flea was higher than a hero. At number four, Titan. And at number five, I have compartment number six.
Interesting. We have
From,
four the same and then one different.
mm,
I have Flea, Hand of God,
mm,
a hero, Titan, and the worst person in the world.
Is documentary up next?
I actually did not do documentary because this
Okay.
category is cuckoo for goddamn Cocoa Puffs every season.
But I actually wrote this beforehand, so can I?
Yeah, if you have documentary, you can go on ahead.
All right, Summer of Soul, which that was a lock. The Sparks Brothers, Roadrunner, Val, and Flea.
I also have documentary, and
Yeah.
my top five are currently at number one, The Rescue. At number two, Flea. At number three, Summer of Soul. Number four, In the Same Breath, and number five, The Sparks Brothers. But I'm thinking about switching it with Attica.
Interesting. The only reason why I didn't predict this category is because I can't predict, because this is the front runners always get snubbed every year.
Yeah.
I think Flea is the only front runner in this category. It's the only one I see getting in right now. As much as I want to put in Summer's Soul, Spark Brothers, The Rescue, I just don't know. Because the Academy always goes in their own direction every year in that category.
Critics' Choice documentary. There's out of the 5 years that they've had the documentary category. Well, now they have documentary awards. 4 out of those 5 times, the documentary winner was snubbed at the Oscar. The only documentary winner from the Critics' Choice that wasn't snubbed over the past 5 years was OJ.
Made in America.
Yeah, OJ Made in America, and that won the Oscar. So, yeah, if for anyone who's watched The Rescue or Summer of Soul, let's hope that they don't win the Critics' Choice
Yeah.
documentary
Yeah, I'm gonna
award.
hope. Yeah.
Because that could put them in danger. I don't know if this will be the year where that streak is broken, because it's been a 4-year streak now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It could be broken easily, but I don't think so.
Right,
yeah,
what's
not
next?
this year. I don't think it'll.
Yeah. Yeah. Documentary is always interesting. Which out of all the categories, which one's always the most interesting to watch every year? Like, what's the one?
Best actor, best actor,
What?
best actress. It's like the actors categories.
Yeah, actors categories, and for me, animated director and animated feature, because animated feature is my favorite always.
All right,
Yeah.
what's next?
For me, it's documentary and it's the screenplay categories, because there's always one that sneaks in there that everyone count out.
All right, what do we have next?
I have visual effects next.
All right, so I have. So okay, so here's what I have. So Dune.
Yeah.
That was on. No Time to Die.
Yeah.
Eternals.
Yep.
Mhm.
Shang-Chi.
Yep.
And the Suicide Squad.
Ooh.
You know, it's not impossible. It's not
Yeah.
impossible. I will say that.
I know I'm putting it there, but it's.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be likely, but I don't really know the fifth pick.
Yeah.
But I did put this originally, so I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
But honestly, I can't. But yeah. Me. Okay, I literally put that in 2 categories.
Yeah. I assume the other category is sound.
No, let's see. The Suicide Squad. I put it in best song for Rain,
Yeah.
and then best visual effects.
Yeah. I don't think either of them are impossible.
Mhm.
What's yours?
For visual effects, number 1, Dune.
Yeah.
Number 2, yeah, okay, yeah. Number 2, The Matrix Resurrections.
Oh, I didn't even think of that one.
Number 3, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Yeah.
Number 4, I'm changing this on the spot, Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And number 5, you know what? I might actually put the Suicide Squad at number 5. That or Spider-Man No Way Home, one of the two. Because the thing about Eternals, yeah, that just didn't work apparently. And I remember watching the Oscar Expert YouTube video, and he said, if you don't predict Dune to win visual effects, you need to go to hell.
Yeah. Dune is gonna. He's right though. That's easily the visual effects wise. That's the best I've seen.
Yeah, it's
literally Dune and the losers. There's no competition.
Yeah.
Just like the Year of Gravity. It's not a visual effects competition. It's just Gravity and the losers. That's it.
Now, I have a story with one of them, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But Dune, Eternals, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi, and Don't Look Up. No.
I can see why you put that. Yeah.
It's not just because of the asteroid. There's actually a little more to this.
Okay.
Now, my dad was an extra in Don't Look Up. Like, he actually got to be an extra in it.
That's so cool.
He got to work for 3 days. He was in one of the press conference scenes. And one of the things they did was they had him wear a green suit. So that way they could use his image in other parts of the movie.
Oh, wow.
So there's more visual effects to it than just the asteroid.
That's interesting. That is interesting. I with that in mind, I think I'd be more prone to predict Don't Look Up, assuming that I feel it's a bigger contender for picture and stuff like that. Because if that kind of thing I think gets out, then people will recognize visual effects, I guess.
Yeah, I'll definitely. Yeah, I'm going to message the Oscar expert later and let him know that.
That's a little bit extreme. Sing.
But yeah, I think
Interesting.
Don't Look. I think Dune's gonna win this by far.
Oh
But
yeah.
If Dune doesn't
but
win, then what are they on?
yeah, but I don't think Don't Look Up.
I can't
I
deny it.
don't think I think Don't Look Up getting nominated isn't that far fetched.
Also, how many scores has Zimmer composed on here that I put?
He composed Dune and No Time to Die.
Mhm.
He did not work on the song, by the way. Just heads up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Billie
So
Eilish.
That was Billie Eilish and Finesse. I think that's
yeah.
how you say it.
Phineas O'Connor.
Oh, Phineas O'Connor. Yeah. I have Best Sound.
All right. So best sound.
Oh.
Okay. Dune.
Yeah.
It better
What's
be.
next? What's next? Okay, have I mentioned this movie? Okay, I know. I'm just putting this in here just because literally, again, I didn't plan this out. No Time to Die.
I also have No Time.
Oh, nice. Uh, why do I keep making weird faces? Nightmare Alley.
Yeah.
Mm.
King Richard.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm just putting this in here because again, I didn't plan this.
Yeah.
Uh, and I guess what's the Spencer. I keep making the most random faces. Yeah.
What's yours?
I am okay. So for best sound, number one, Dune. Have
Yeah.
you heard the Sardaukar priest singing in that movie? Especially from the beginning when it's like black and you
Yeah.
hear the sound. It's like,
It's
I'm not going to demonstrate it to you,
it's
but yeah,
easily gonna win.
it's
Mhm.
goodbye, goodbye.
Yeah.
Number two, the tragedy of Macbeth, because of
Yes.
all the hype around the use of sound in that movie, and I'm surprised that a lot of people don't have this on. To be honest,
I actually have it.
number three, West Side Story,
Yeah.
musical. Number four, Nightmare Alley, good score, and number five, for now, I have Belfast because there are certain explosions and gunshots and sounds, but to be honest, I don't know if I should switch to King Richard. But the reason why I'm thinking about King Richard is because of the whole tennis thing and the sounds that go along with it, the sound editing
Yeah.
that goes along
The
with
whole
that.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's also why I have it for film editing too. But I have Belfast in for now.
Yeah. I have Dune, Nightmare Alley, No Time to Die, The Tragedy of Macbeth, and I'm actually gonna put in West Side Story. I originally had the Power of the Dog in there,
Hmm.
but I'm leaning more towards West
Yeah, they do like their musicals
Side
in the Sound
Story.
Canada.
They do love musicals.
All right.
Yeah.
What's next?
I have three categories left: production design.
Did
Production
you
design.
did you guys see an article on Twitter that that said that Francis McDormand was being campaigned in production design?
I saw that. That was funny.
Uh,
That was hilarious.
and
No one
wait.
knows where to put her yet.
So production. So
That
production
was
design.
that made
And
my
what
day.
else?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
What are the other two?
I'll send you a funny Twitter page I follow that parodies the Hollywood Reporter. I'll send it to
Okay.
you after we're done because
But
it's
wait,
really
but wait,
hilarious.
but wait. What were the other two categories? There was production design. And what else?
Costumes and makeup. That's all I
Okay,
have.
let's do costumes.
Yeah, we'll do costumes first.
All right. So first off, this will probably win. Cruella.
Yeah.
Spencer.
Hmm.
House of Gucci. The Power of the Dog. And Dune.
Interesting.
What's yours?
So number one, we might all have the same. Number one, Cruella. Number 2, House of Gucci, maybe. Number
Yeah.
3, Dune. Number 4, West Side Story. I'm predicting it for a lot of nominations. West
Yeah.
Side Story. Number 5, Spencer. But watch out for The Tragedy of Macbeth and The French Dispatch, just in
Yeah.
case.
I actually do not have Cruella.
Mm,
I'm predicting almost a complete snub.
interesting.
Wow.
I'll get to when we get to that category. I'll talk about.
Well,
Yeah.
That'll be the first thing we talk about.
Well,
Yeah.
Mulan was nominated for costume design last year.
Yeah. Yeah. I had Belfast, Dune, House of Gucci, Spencer, and West Side Story.
Belfast.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I went back and forth on it, but I'm like, if it's really that big of a contender, it'll just throw in costumes. Sometimes that doesn't happen.
I think, yeah, sometimes they do that. Like, and like they throw in just a random nomination for a certain film that they love. To be honest, I figured that would be The Tragedy of Macbeth. That would fall into the category of, oh, we love this movie so much that we're just going to throw it in costumes. But yeah, interesting. Obviously,
I think that is very possible.
yeah.
I wouldn't call it crazy or out there. Yeah, if they love a movie, they just don't care. They'll throw it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Makeup next, since we're on the topic of costumes.
All right. Should I go first?
Yeah, you can go first.
All right. At number 1, I have The Eyes of Tammy Faye. At number 2, I have House of Gucci. Number 3, I have Cruella. Number 4, I'm a little bit iffy on this one, actually. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm going to switch my number 4 and 5. My number 4, I'm going to have Dune. And number 5, the one that I'm iffy about, is Spencer. Because I could see something else, whether French Dispatch or West Side Story, take it.
Yeah, I can see that. Spoiler, I do have Spencer as well. I guess I'll go next. I have Cruella. This is where I have Cruella. Dune, being the Ricardos, I just added House of Gucci and Spencer. If it wasn't for this morning's trailer, I would not even have it in.
You know what? I think I might switch Spencer out for being the Ricardos.
Yeah. And I might take out Spencer for Tammy Faye or Cruella. I'm not sure which one I'm going to take out. But I know I definitely want Tammy Faye in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's a lot of makeup.
Yeah. What's yours?
Oh, I already went for.
Oh, you already did makeup?
Oh wait, no, I didn't do makeup.
Yeah, that's
Cruella, Spencer, House of Gucci, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, and being the Ricardos.
Yeah, the way how they transformed Nicole Kidman, I had to throw it in there. And my last category I have is production design. I have Belfast, Dune, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, and West Side Story.
All right. I don't have any for production design.
Yeah.
But for production,
let him go first.
All right. For production design, at number 1, I have Dune. At number 2, I have Nightmare Alley. At number 3, I have The French Dispatch. It kind of has to be nominated.
Yeah.
At number 4, I have West Side Story, and number 5, I have Belfast. Because Roma and Jojo Rabbit. But
I like those. Yours. Yeah.
But watch out for Tragedy of Macbeth.
Yeah, I almost threw that in there.
All right, so that's it. So
you just gotta do your production design, and then we'll go.
Wait. After that, can we just do like a after stream chat?
Yeah, I was thinking we'll talk for a couple more minutes, and then that'll be it.
All right, production design: Belfast, Um, hold up. So Belfast, Spencer, French Dispatch. I think.
Yeah,
Again, I didn't write this down.
you should have.
Dune, and then I don't know.
All right.
I'm going to throw one for you.
Yeah, let
Tragedy
him,
of,
Yeah.
Tragedy of Macbeth.
yeah. One of us has to have tragedy and Macbeths in the production design.
So
All right. Yeah,
so yeah, we'll chat after stream on StreamYard. So
yeah. What do you guys think? This is us like wrapping up, but what do you guys think?
I think time flew extraordinarily faster than I thought it was going to fly.
yeah.
Yeah,
And did I do a lot better here? Not with the less interruptions.
yeah.
Mhm.
This has been a crazy year so far for movies.
Do you think
Oh, sorry.
do you think it's been a good year for movies or no?
I really think so. I think the last 2 months it's gonna make it a great year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2020 crazier than this year, but 2021 is still crazy. But now that we're slowly creeping back into the theaters, I actually don't expect Oscar voters to be. You know how last season, how Oscar voters outright said themselves that they didn't really care about the season,
Yeah.
and that so heavily reflected on nominations and wins.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I noticed that it also reflected on the other precursors, to be honest, and they're not even Oscar voters.
Yeah.
I feel like this season is going to be better.
Yeah.
I'll say in terms of that. I'm not going to say I am not going to say that we're anywhere close to going back to normal. Like, we still have ways to go. But so it'll be interesting to see what comes in and what goes out throughout the entirety of award season, and the hilarious Globe Critics' Choice feud that is happening.
Wait, how bad?
I actually wanted to talk about that before we wrapped up.
Wait, how bad do you think the Globes were this year?
This past season?
Yeah, this past season.
Nomination wise, it was a freak show.
Kate Hudson for music.
They are the reason why my award show exists. Seriously, Morgan was there when I first created this. I'm like, these are so bad, we can do way better. Let's do it.
The thing is, the season prior to last season, I felt like they were actually at their best. Weirdly enough, nominating so many great movies. Last season was almost the complete opposite. In terms of wins, though, I was pretty satisfied for the most part with a lot of the wins that they had. But then the controversies came out, and all of a sudden, the death to the Golden Globes and whatnot.
Yeah, now they're coming back, and they're eliminating all studio requirements. That means if the Golden Globe voters see a movie, they can nominate it even if the studio doesn't officially submit it. Which I think will lead to some very interesting choices.
Yeah. Almost sounds like my Oscar Juggernaut Awards. Yeah, it's okay if you don't pay attention to those on my YouTube channel.
Wait, Juggernaut wait, have you seen the horrendous music?
No, I didn't bother to take the time to see it because I just knew that
there's a funny story for this. Hey, so Matthew, we talked about. So basically, he was telling me how bad it was. So I told him I'm gonna watch this, and what did I think right after? I gave it a 0 out of 10. So
a lot kinder than me.
And then he was like, "Told you it was bad."
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I gave it a negative 12 out of 10.
So that's the lowest you go.
Yeah,
That's a
Negative 12.
yeah,
I've
it was.
never-
It's the worst movie I've ever seen. Period.
Yeah, and wait, Juggernaut, what's the worst movie you've seen?
Oh, you guys seriously want to know?
Yes,
Midnight
Yes,
Cowboy.
we do.
Midnight Cowboy. Is it
Best picture
not,
winner. Best picture
that-
winner. Midnight Cowboy.
is it not the
Yeah.
X-rated movie?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, I tweeted about it. And, yeah, obviously,
People
I don't
were
think
not happy.
I don't think a lot of people would take to that well. I don't care, but
Yeah.
yeah,
For
did not work
me,
for me.
I totally get that.
let's see. Battlefield Earth is one of the worst. Jack and Jill. So, and yeah, so okay. I actually didn't know, but I have many picks. So since we pretty much wrapped up the let's end this stream so it doesn't feel as awkward.
Yeah.
But let's still talk off stream.
Yeah. I'll do the official wrap up first. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Oh, was I supposed to say something?
No, I'm just saying thank you so much for joining me. This has been a fun and interesting ride. For everyone watching, which is probably no one, but for the people who are watching, I will be doing a Golden Globe stream similar to this one because I want to talk about the chaos, and I don't want to be alone for the chaos.
Can I join you for that again?
Yeah,
All right.
you can join me for that if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. This is my first time doing a live stream for anybody, so congrats.
You were a great guest. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, it really was so much fun.
And fast. Oh my
And-
goodness.
Sure. I might try ask the Oscar expert next time to join us. He does follow me.
Nice.
It's worth the shot in the dark.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, we'll talk for a few more minutes and then I gotta go.
All right.
Cool beans, man.
Yeah.
Wait, you're still going?
Oh, do I click end broadcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Peace.
It's been a while.
Shalom.